Jesus said, "Man cannot live on bread alone, but from every word that proceeds from the mouth of God." You're listening to Daily Truth.
When it comes to very young children, toddlers especially, I think that we should be consistent in our discipline, and that the only way to be consistent in our discipline due to our own fallenness as parents, and not only our fallenness, that is our sin, but also our finitude, I think the only way to be consistent is to only have a few rules. Only have a few rules. I think that it serves our children better if we have 3 rules in our house that always, upon transgression of those rules, always receives discipline, rather than having 300 rules in the house, which inevitably will cause the parent to discipline sometimes and not discipline other times, which teaches the child nothing. It only confuses the child. It tells the child that this transgression of my parents' law in our home is sometimes a sin and sometimes it's not. And what is the determinative factor? A transcendent moral standard? No, mother and father's mood. How tired are they? Is dad sitting down? If he's sitting on the couch, this is no longer an immoral action. If he's standing up, then it is an immoral action, because he can more quickly and readily get to me, and he has a higher likelihood of actually exercising discipline. Whereas if he's sitting down on the couch, he may not feel like it. So again, I think the name of the game is a few rules consistently disciplined, rather than many rules. For instance, you may have a 2-year-old and there are many things in the house that they can't touch. What you should do, rather than making a list of 47 different things that your 2-year-old can't touch, instead of changing all the rules, what you should do is change your house. You have a 2-year-old. Welcome to IKEA. You have a 2-year-old. Facebook Marketplace. You can be discipled women by my wife. She is a champion of Facebook Marketplace. You can find things that are durable and things that, even if they're not durable, are cheap. Change your home. Well, we want our home to look beautiful. I'm sorry, you have a 2-year-old. For about 10 to 15 years, if you strive to be obedient to God's word, to view children as a blessing and not a burden, and to strive, if it be God's will, to have many children, for blessed is the man whose quiver is full, then you're looking at about 10 to 15 years of just your home being a place primarily of training. It's a training ground. It's not a museum with glass cases and beautiful artifacts. It's a training ground.
Big news, really big news. Our next Right Response Conference is in the works. We've got a number of things already lined up and organized. This is what we got so far. The whole conference, 3 days long, on postmillennialism and theonomy. And the speakers, Dr. James White, Dr. Joseph Boot, Gary DeMar, and of course yours truly, Pastor Joel Webbon. We've got a great lineup. We've got great topics. If you want to find out dates and location and registration and anything else, go and visit our website, rightresponseconference.com. rightresponseconference.com.